Welcome back to another Mystic Islands video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yes, my beard is gone. Don't cry. It's going to be okay. Today we're going to be looking at the updated 2025 Mystic Islands ban list. Just a heads up, all of the old artwork cards are on the ban list right now. We have no updated new artwork cards on the ban list right now. So what that basically means is that these cards are going to be redone to fix them so they're not overpowered and ridiculous when they reprint in set 4, because that's a giant reprint set. So all of these cards will phase out eventually. I will keep you guys updated on that. Obviously, if you guys are watching the videos, looking at the website, and keeping track of the Instagram, you guys will know. Don't worry, I'll let you know. And especially on the Patreon, you'll probably know early. So as of July 9th, 2025, this video is probably going up later than that, but this is the official ban list. Before I go over this ban list, not every card in Mystic Islands is limited to 4 copies per deck like some other mainstream games. In Mystic Islands commons, you can have 4 of the same name. Uncommons, you can have 3 of the same name. Rare, you can have 2 of the same name. And I think you're following me. Mystic Rares, you can have 1 of the same name. And then Leaders, you can only have 1 in the entire deck. And obviously all of these cards would have to match 1 of the factions in your deck. That being said, we have 0 cards limited to 3 in the game. And there's not many that I think warrant just getting rid of 1 copy and basically running it as an uncommon. So we have none there right now. But limited to 2, we do have Pyro Mage. He's limited to 2, but he usually can run 4. So we basically upgraded him to rare status, I guess. The reason is he is super cheap. He costs 1 attack, 1 defense. And when casted, your opponent discards a card of choice. It's going to become a theme on this ban list that discarding cards and card manipulation is very overpowered. And obviously I didn't know that at the time, so it's something I'm tiptoeing around now. But until Pyro Mage is reprinted and I find a way to fix that effect, to maybe damper it, maybe I make it a chance effect, maybe it's a 50-50 that they have to get rid of a card or something like that, which competitive players won't love. But obviously no one wants any cards on the ban list, so I'm going to have to do something about it. So he's going to stay limited to 2. That's where he was before. He's going to stay. Limited to 1, Dwarf Boar Warrior. Yes, that's a mouthful. He is the new addition. He is a common now being downgraded to 1 copy per deck. The reason is pretty simple actually. Costs 5, 6 attack, 4 defense, and you're like, oh, well, that's pretty good stats. Well, the big problem is idle, which means he is not affected by ability cards at all. He also has Obstruct, so he doesn't let any bleed damage hit the defending caster. Obstruct's not that big of a deal, but Idle is. Normally in the game, if he didn't have Idle, you could Bloodthirsty him. You could hit him with a bunch of different ability cards to be able to kill him, at least weaken him, to somehow take him down. With Idle, though, you can't use ability cards. So you'd have to figure out some way to kill him through attacking with creatures, which can be tough to do if your opponent is just trying to swarm the board and get him to get a free attack. If you played any Mystic Islands, you'll know what I'm talking about. And he's just generally very hard to affect. Any cards with Idle I'm seeing are very strong, and there needs to be a side effect to having an Idle card, I think, in the future, because cutting out a full card type in the game can be rough if you can literally do nothing about it. So that's why Dwarf Boar Warrior is new to the ban list. Returning to the ban list for a second cycle is Amulet of Greed, limited to 1 as well. It is a pirate ability card, costs 3, draw up to 7 cards, lose 1 health for every card that you drew. Now you're thinking, dude, you're losing 7 health. Well, in Mystic Islands, that doesn't really matter. This card also forced a new rule in the game to have a 10 card hand limit, because it was a little ridiculous. So if you don't know that rule, if you have more than 10 cards in your hand at any time, before you can do any other actions, you have to remove cards from the game down to 10 in your hand. So if you have 12, you have to get rid of 2 and remove them from the game. They are literally not part of the game anymore. They don't exist. They dissolved. They're gone. That type of card draw is absolutely ridiculous for 3 crystals. It needs to be like a 5 cost or something crazier. So we're limited to 1. I'm still allowing it, but at 1. Now we're going to the fully banned category. You can't have it. If you pull it, sorry, you get to look at it and maybe play with your buddies. Tournaments, not happening. Wicked Witch. This card is so annoying. Cost 2, 2 attack, 2 defense creature. Every time this creature attacks, I repeat, every time it attacks. Your opponent has to discard 1 card if they can. And of course, this was a common card. This is ridiculous. So you could have 4 of these, and your opponent will have no cards to play. The game will not be fun for them, and you will easily snowball and crush them, and they probably won't ever want to play Mystic Islands with you ever again. This card is 100% justified fully banned, and I'm going to definitely change it because it is just absolutely ridiculous. So Wicked Witch ain't moving. It's staying here for a while until it's reprinted, of course, and fixed. Another card that's very annoying is Deep Divine. Cost 2 ability card for the Pirates as well. For every card you drew this turn, your opponent must discard the same amount of cards from their hand if possible. So annoying. Same thing with Wicked Witch. Getting rid of cards from your opponent's hand is just it's just not fun. It's not a fun mechanic. It can be fun for you if you're playing it, but if you're going against it and you have to get rid of your entire hand, basically, for only 2 crystals, and you can have 4 of those in your deck at the time, no, can't happen. Get out of here. Fully banned until, obviously, it's going to be reprinted, and it won't be banned anymore. I fixed the card, hopefully, so. Now, the unique thing about Deep Divine is I actually recently got updated artwork, put it in a new template, of course, and changed its effect. So actually, I'm going to go over it right now for you guys because it will be unbanned when set 4 comes out, and it's going to look like this. Obviously, beautiful new artwork. Instead of being a regular Pirate Faction ability, it is now a permanent ability, so it stays on the field until destroyed. It costs 2 still, but it reads pretty differently. Whenever you draw a card, roll a 6-sided die. If it lands on 2 through 5, so it could be 2, 3, 4, or 5, your opponent must banish the top card of their deck. But yes, this is the updated version, so I basically turned it from a card that gets rid of cards from your opponent's hand, and it gets rid of cards on the top of their deck. So they're still going to be able to draw cards and play things in their hand, but you're going to be milling their deck a little bit. Now this could be pretty good. I built a deck on it. It's actually in the Discord if you want to check it out and try it. I won 1 out of like 3 games I played with it, but it's very easy to destroy. Obviously, you just basically kill Deep Divine. You get rid of it with a forbidden spell, and then you're like, oh, well, I tried. So mill is a strategy that's possible, but it's very hard to pull off in the game. But that's something I want. That's something that's healthy for a meta. It shouldn't be great, but it should be a decent strategy. So Deep Divine is on Untap as well, ready to be played. So go ahead and play test it. Let me know what you think. I think it's totally fine to come off the ban list when set 4 is reprinted. As of right now, the old version is obviously the only version technically released physically, so it's still banned. So I know this might be a little bit of a boring video for you guys, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Mystic Islands is growing every single day. I'm really doing things behind the scenes every day. I obviously had a little bit of a lull, but now I'm in that creative space again where I just love playing the game with people, making videos, and just obviously creating artwork and doing fun stuff. It's so fun to just relax and make a game that you guys can enjoy. That's really the whole point. And you guys thought you were really going to get out of here without me saying thank you to our patrons. Obviously, we have 3 tiers. We have the free tier, the rare tier, the mystic tier, and the leader tier. So I want to say thank you to everyone on the Patreon. Obviously, we got a lot of people in the free tier. That's a lot of people that are looking to possibly get into one of the other tiers, but they just don't know or they don't have the funds. So go ahead and join there. I mean, I still post things on the free tier, but obviously the rare tier, mystic tier, and leader tiers are going to be the ones where you're going to get behind the scenes content, everything early, videos early, card sketches, early artwork, early ideas for my Mystic Islands map, which I'm finally working on, lore snippets, and obviously updates going on with the game in general. Recently, we had Waffleines join the Mystic Rare tier, which I'm super appreciative. And we also had Matthew Soto, who's been a patron for more than 6 months on the Rare tier, upgrade to the Mystic Rare tier. So if you guys love Mystic Islands, and I would really appreciate just a like, a subscribe, and a share, or comment, or whatever, that helps a ton. But I would love, if you guys wanted to go above and beyond, to check out the Patreon, as all money to the Patreon goes to artwork for Mystic Islands. So thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best I could ever ask for, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.